Hello, welcome back to the another day of our 100 Days of Digital Mastery program. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depends on your time zone. So, thank you so much once again to be part of that, and I have a good news to start with today. So, we'll start that today, and today we are going to discuss about online event management. It's part of our knowledge economy or a digital economy series. So that's another thing today. I believe yesterday all of you had a great time, great introspect about a digital mentor or a digi mentor or a mentoring and coaching part. I believe you went through the notes and you started taking a decision to start which topic, which niche you can start off, even a part-time or a full-time. Today, another one, little more organized one, and especially the people who got bored of your existing job, or you're looking for a good job, or you wanted to start your own business. All these aspects, we are going to have an online business, online event management. That's the right word, because not necessarily a business event, can be another event as well now. Okay, so that's a topic we are going to discuss about. Please get settled in. So we have a very hectic today because 2 days program we made it to 1 day programs. So I'll be slightly hurrying up. So get settled in. I'll connect you to the PowerPoint as usual, inshallah. Okay. Now we're going to start with a very interesting topic. So before that, I would like to officially welcome each and every one of you to the 56th day of our 100 Days of Digital Mastery Challenge. And today, September 9th, it's a Wednesday. I'm live from Doha, Qatar. Now, first of all, the day I would like to start with thank you so much, all of you, especially those who have sent and participated in our survey when you completed 50 days. So I'm touched. I'm really mean it. It's the kinds of feedback and suggestions and the appreciation and the compliment and all the things, the feedback you have given me and our team members and our entire mentors. Really value that. Thank you so much once again. And thank you very much for taking out your time and doing that one. And most importantly, how detailed, how minute points you are noticing. It means you are so dedicated, you're so committed, you're seriously taken this opportunity, going online, going to part of a digital economy. And I'm glad that is, you're taking it to a next level as well. Now, having said that, we had a very difficult time to choose the one winner or the best survey participant, right, as we promised. So I'll list out, me and our team members worked hard to sort out on, pointing out and the who it is what, whose suggestion is more valuable, etc. So we come out actually quite a list of a runner-up and one winner we had chosen with the difficult, but everybody deserves a good appreciation. I really thank you all of you to participate on that. Now I'll tell you that the kinds of suggestions you are given. We are doing many changes on this one. One of the major change we had taken is most of you. One of the suggestions given as instead of a 7 p.m. of Arabian Standard Time, 7 p.m. of Qatari time, to start with a 6 p.m. Arabian Standard Time to start with. So that's like this. We have taken so many input. I think so. We are really seriously considering. And when you go on that feedback, we also checked it. Most of the people's time zone, and one of the suggestions is that was the most common suggestion and feedback, and in fact, actually, many of the people start insisting as well. So we believe that's a most ideal one, and we'll be taking that decision. And tomorrow we'll send you an official mail. By next week onwards, we'll be setting time instead of 7 p.m. to 8:40 p.m. We'll be doing 6 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. and the master point starts at 7:50 to 8:20. So we'll end of Arabian Standard Time. So we have a maximum number of participants is basically India subcontinent and the Middle East. So I think it's both places is quite early, and plus now we also have an African continent and European continent. I think most of the time zone, I think 1 hour. It is overall everyone is okay with that. Okay, so like that, so many suggestions you are given. It's a great. Thank you so much, all of you, for those suggestions, and. Few more things we'll share with you, other changes because your feedback and suggestion and the ideas which you share with us. Okay. Now, the top 5 people who reached us, with us, reached in the final round. It was Mr. Sanil Xavier and Mr. Ali Kunyamauddin and Mr. Arjun Krishna and Mr. Denver Fredland. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, your name. Okay. and Mr. Sujit Tharakondi. So these are the people who did the final round. Now, the winner is Mr. Sanil Xavier. So thank you and congratulations, Mr. Sanil, for putting all the information put together and doing it. Congratulations, as we discussed, you are the winner of the affiliate website worth $1,000, $999. I think my team will send you an official mail tomorrow, and you can have that proudly. You can own that site. Okay, thank you so much, Sanil, and congratulations once again. And congratulations for all the people once again for participating actively for these. The survey part. Okay, so anyway, now those who are not participating, you have an option again after 75 days. Another 20 days from now, we'll be doing one more. So please do participate, and so that's the final round. We'll be doing another lot many changes as well, inshallah. Okay, we'll go to the next part. So the topic today, digital economy. That's what we have been discussing about last couple of weeks. Now we are part of a knowledge economy. That's 1 week since from 50 days we are continuing this one, and we will end this Saturday, this part. Tomorrow we have another different topic, which is starting off your business, which I'll discuss with you a bit later. Now, knowledge economy. In the knowledge economy, what we are going to talk about is something called online event management. As a human being, what we know is an organizing part. We know so many things, small and bigger things, and the coordination, and that's what exactly a capacity of a normal human being. So here is online event management as an opportunity for all of us to take something online, offline, or hybrid to do on our activities and get an assured contract from GAFA. So in the GAFA we discussed, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and Alibaba, or Apple and Microsoft. All these companies giving a lot of opportunities to organize various kinds of events. For example, lunch with Google, dinner with Google. So the Google event program. Facebook, as you know, Facebook started growing initially itself. They organize a lot of seminars and workshops in various universities. Like every company, who have different stages, they continue to do many activities, and they use a lot of event management. I mean, freelance event managers, full-time event managers, contract-based event managers, or event management company. So today, Knowledge Economy series, we are going to discuss about how you can start an online event management company absolutely without any investment. You can do from home, or you wanted to do more organized way. Want to associate with the companies, that option also available. So these 2-3 options and ideas we'll be discussing in detail today, and overall we'll look at the technological aspects as well for on an event management company as well. Now, first of all, that one of the industry very badly hit is the event management industry, because no event was happening because of the COVID, and most of the event management companies, especially freelance ones, small and medium companies, already been closed. And the professionals started going for various kinds of jobs, or they even changed their line of business. And so that's one of the major things, which means what? So many things like, how do we say? So many other venues like, online events and hybrid events, and things shifted to everything online. We could not imagine, maybe 1 year ago, if I say, so many meetings like this happens online, we could not believe, that people don't attend a webinar. I have been conducting a workshop in 2012, 2013. In those periods, when I say you come for a webinar, people not even listen. Hey, I don't want to come. I want to come to your workshop, and they're ready to come miles to travel and come instead of just joining like what you're doing now. So this is the way things is changing now, right? So a lot many change, which you witnessing. So I'm not elaborating and explaining it. But when you look at the impact of this one, so event industry is a drastic change. So that's a good time for us to enter the market. With the existing players who are experienced and have a network in the market, they are not there. Or they are not updated, or there is another avenues has also come. So because now majorly we have in the world 3 types of events. So one is offline event, second is online event, and hybrid events. So what exactly is on offline events? You know what is offline event, and which has a lot of limitations. Most of the country, due to the lockdown, the events is very less in numbers, and even it is there, a lot of restriction numbers, maximum 50, 25, like that. And a lot of other restrictions like that, this many people can only come, this much is the distance, and so much of issue. That's the reason now the event management industry is really affected. And post-COVID, it's slowly maybe picked up. Second one is online events. Now, due to that, most of the people started shifting to online, and online, Zoom or a Meetup and WebEx, so many platforms, including FaceTime or maybe one-on-one event and group event, everything. There are a lot many platforms, webinars, etc. started happening. But interestingly, there is something called hybrid events. That offline there is an event in a small, but people join in online, and this is going to be the trend. Some people do offline, and more number of people do join online, and most of the thing has happened online. So this is the third kind of event. So in these three combination, if we can do, we can do wonders with it. And especially the hybrid is going to be the future. So you have an offline event and you have an online presence as well. Okay, even you have an online event, sometimes some kind of offline presence also will try to bring it. So we'll discuss why it is important. We'll discuss about. So this is the opportunity we have with us. So all the common things between this is basically online part. So here I'm talking about specifically you as an online event management, not just offline, because there is a different set of so many other things, but here talking about your management aspect. Okay, now, so when we see online, what they do, it's a website. Definitely most of the event come with a website or a social media presence or mobile application, payment gateway, and even marketplace, right? Your event you register through various events, right? Various events platforms or event marketplaces we use. So all the things is part of it. Even our Facebook, like going for events, is one of the major things. So so that part and parcel is actually technology involved. So there is a position if you are planning to do a digital entrepreneurship, online event management, one of the things all of us should look into. Now, we also should understand the technological advancement happening, even with event management activities, and it's amazing. And we believe it is maybe a 1 year ago. If I say out of you might think it's a Hollywood fiction movie I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about the real one. Okay, it's a real what is happening now. Now, as you know, because of the IoT, Internet of Things, the things started connecting to the internet and things started communicating each other, which we discussed about it. And so much of change in the world is happening on IoT. So IoT will be the part and parcel of the our event management. So you may not have a registration counter in future. That's one of the biggest hurdle or any event management company. And even when you go to event, one thing you don't like it, especially corporate events, the entry level is a queue. Even at the entertainment or maybe a wedding, even that is also, you're starting from your parking till you get into the event, there is always a challenge. That is going to be drastically changed because your car knows where is the parking. Your car knows where to go. And when you get out from the car, it guides you to the various things, to the places, and registration not recorded. You walk with your phone is enough. So that's why it is, it's going to change the world. So IoT is going to do a major change. Then, of course, AI make a massive changes in the way it's organized and communicated, starting from conceptual stage to a feedback stage, pre-organizing event part to post-event, and even in participation of the event, the personal coordination, organizing, communication, and presence, and the leaving, and the feedback part, AI, artificial intelligence is going to play a major role. As you know, today, when we see a hybrid event, virtual reality, it was just for a child to play for some time, right? When you go to the shopping mall, you go and spend some money to do something. That's one entertainment one. Today, virtual reality become part of the life. Now, when you search in Google now, you immediately go for a virtual reality, especially when you're doing it now with something new for things, right? I believe all of you tried it. The Google virtual reality, right? If you are not tried, I would request you to go to the Google, search anything, like especially you search for animals, birds, and fish, all the things you do, and you can see a button there in Google, see it in a VR. The normal phone, when your smartphone, actually, you can try it, any of the objects, you can show the people come alive in your place. It's a virtual reality. So this is Google now, even normal search, they're included now. So we need to utilize this, it's an event purpose. So virtual reality, when you join an online event, you actually, even though you're at home or the person as an event management point of view, if I speak, the participant is through VR, he's attending, but he feels he is in the event. So that's the reason hybrid event makes a big difference, because there's an event is happening and with VR, he'll be joining in the event. So he'd get the real feeling on the virtual reality part. As you know, augmented reality is now most of the furniture websites or IKEA website, or you go, you can see augmented reality. And augmented reality becoming a part of e-commerce now. When we discussed the e-commerce, we discussed about what is important. It is augmented reality is important. Why importance of the augmented reality in the e-commerce business? But event management, you think about the technological advancement of AR, it's amazing in the event prospecting. So this is also going to change a drastic change. Then there is something called teleportation. So teleportation, kind of an imagination everybody thought would not possible, right? And now this is a kind of a teleportation is becoming a reality through virtual reality and augmented reality together, which means, so one of the events in Charlotte we are also planning to do in future is basically now teleportation should be there to people to bring to the stage even though they are not there on the stage. So there are beautiful videos on YouTube. You go and watch how the people do teleporting. So the 4 people from different part of the world come to one stage and do presentation. So this is an amazing thing, which is we should consider doing this. Okay, so this is a hybrid event. This makes a big sense. That's exactly the reason hybrid event will become important, because the moment it's a hybrid event, even such a small event can be a large event. Millions of people can attend, but only one place, maybe 10-20 people are sitting, but the participation from across the globe can be there, and with payment. So event management get paid for corporate events or entertainment events, or even the wedding and all. Now the people can be part of that. Okay, and we don't have much time, because as I mentioned, it's a 2 days of plan I'm doing in a 1 day. So otherwise I told you the possibility of this in a wedding time. Think about it as now the parents are not here, and wedding is the groom and bride in different places, but still things will happen. There's an amazing thing on a wedding, on a graduation ceremony, or conferences, political parties meetings, and any corporate event, entertainment event. It's amazing. This is going to change 360 degree of our event, the way we see an event. So this is a possibility to have. And in coupled with this, also blockchain is also evolving with us, right? So now authenticity or a trust partners, so blockchain is taking care of that. Then payment making, global event. Now we're going to do a global event across the globe. Now the transaction, we have to evolve there. Now that other technologies like a drone is a part of event now for various purposes, right? Especially for photos and videos. Actually, drone has already been there, and much more than that. You've seen a couple of the movies. Recently one Bollywood movie used a drone to release their trailer, and everyone got drone come to their place to press a button. So on one thing, so drone come to everyone, and even the physical event. So these are the things, the possibility people are using on a drone part. And the robots, every event we will be welcomed by the robot, and robot will be with us in most of the event. If it is hybrid events, definitely robot will be there. And the promotion aspect, invitations and promotion and announcement, welcoming and feedback and recognition, everything is going to be part of social media, and everything is handled by the e-commerce, and merchandising and the registration tickets and sales. You wanted to buy a promotional thing. So event management is a part of an e-commerce part, right? And of course, it's everything through a mobile application. People will be watching. So when you're going to an exhibitions, so mobile application will guide you which stall where you are standing now. So large event, when you go, we already have an issue. Exactly, I'll not even the 3 days event. 3 days you spend also, sometimes some of the stalls you miss it, and you can actually AI work there, and robots will help you to take you the vendor you wanted, the company you wanted, so much of possibilities there. Now, this I'm talking a lot of technology, and this was a dream earlier, right? 5 years ago, 10 years ago, all this technology, when we have been listening, it was a kind of a dream, it was kind of a fiction movie. Okay, we were thinking, but now when it's a part of life, and when you look at it as now all this technology comes as a features to event management. Every company is small and medium businesses, every corporate companies, every political parties, organizations, clubs, governments, schools and universities, all of them are going to use this as in a large scale. So now what is the change? What has started all this blockchain, AI, IoT, drone, teleportation, what exactly they do? People interact and real time and join together, right? And presentation screen, a lot of limitation, what we feel today is going to change. And social media will be integrated to reach out to the people, all the information on an up to date and live to do, and plus the branding and ads. So this event's also commercialized in a very different way. So it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for the companies as well. And you can do some portion with the free, some portion you can do paid, and everybody will not get into the net and come and see. So you not charge. That means an entertainment point of view or an entrepreneur's point of view, the payment can be collected through those systems, right? And registration and payment will be automatically done, even with a concert or a small entertainment section, even a stand-up comedy, or maybe a large gathering can be done. Now, even a poll and Q&A. So normally, usually the large events, usually the audience poll is a big challenge. Now, even you have millions of people, you want involved in the polls and opinions and feedback and suggestion, live can be done. So that kind of technology emerged now. And AR presentation, as you know, augmented reality presentation is going to make an amazing, and which is much more than the real world. Why? Because sometimes the real world we cannot see three. Now we are in one city, one place, limited to do it. Now at a time I want to show 4-5 cities at a time. What is happening is amazing presentation, and the people can really see and experience this one. This is going to change the way all of us going to do presentation. Now, that expos are not happening, and the companies find something going to kind of a virtual expo. So all of us can go virtual expo and interact with various counter and talk to them, understand like we do in exhibitions. This is another segment of a possibility of online event management. Think about it. I don't know. If you focus all the things, it's amazing. It's going to have a great opportunity for all the people who are looking for a career on online event management part. So these virtual exhibitions is alone is enough for a person to survive, to make a $5,000, $10,000 a month, because there are so many companies want to do, and it's a much cheaper price than a real exhibition. That's the point. Now, if you go and do, how usually the companies spend a lot of money to be part of the exhibition, and damn expensive. And here it's a much cheaper cost, and you get a larger. So if you go to an exhibition, and the exhibition organizers say we'll have 5,000 people, 10,000 people. Some of the exhibition, not even half of the people will turn out, and even much worse. I experienced much worse than that as well. Now think about an opportunity where you get millions of people, or 100,000 people, 200,000 people coming to the expo and coming to your outlet. That's for a lead generation, for a sales, for a branding, for tie-up, all the product sourcing. It's a virtual. It's going to be an amazing thing. So with this, looking at this, that opportunity, we extend an online event manager opportunity. So I'm going to discuss that in detail. Before that, please understand why we use it. As you know, as a global company, which our projects which we are doing, and when we talk about Digimenta or a digital, so we need to utilize, and we are reaching out to the world as a consulting or a mentoring or a training, which through a kind of a online event, through an event. And we have whether it's an online shopping mall, whether it's a blockchain project, we are coupled with a lot of events. So that's important thing. So what we would recommend is become an online event manager with us, or you start your own event management company. In the both cases, I would like you to see a big picture on this opportunity which we are coming in now. So as an online event management or online event management company. So first of all, what we want to know, we need to start getting training, maybe a webinar training, maybe Skype and Zoom and Face. Some of you are good already, some people may not be good. So you need to look for more features and understanding that aspect, and organizing online events like Expo and virtual events, etc. And we also should be learning about augmented reality and virtual reality, how it works, because we are going to use that technology. So that's an important part if you do it. And of course, the teleportation. So unless you understand the technology, you cannot be conceptualizing and bringing that part of the event. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. But if you know the features and how do we incorporate that into our business. Now, if you think about as an event manager, what exactly you play, what the roles and responsibilities you play. The first of all, within the budget of any other organization or individual, you work with that. And also communication aspects, to interacting with the clients and customers and doing that one. And also conduct research on all the information before you go and do. These are the things event manager do. And of course, negotiating the contractors with so many service providers, etc. And of course, the person who's organizing, whether the company or maybe some cases, maybe an individual, maybe a family event, all the stakeholders take the reports and understand what exactly they're planning to do, and share with them the ideas and the interesting part you can bring in. That exactly. But you're not going to execution part is actually not an online event manager. You have a contractors, you have service providers. Your job is to conceptualize and plan and communicate it. So this organization skill is important. And you also know, important part, as an event, there is a lot of regulatory aspect. There's a compliance we have to take care of. Now, basically, as an online event manager, wanted to have to see a capacity to see a big picture or an overall picture of event management and little people skill, because you will be coordinating with so many people. So this enthusiasm and collaborative work, the PR activity we can do, you can become a good business owner of an online business management. Okay. Now, if you are okay to do that, when think about pre and post, you need to think and a plan. That's the most important part of the event management activities. You also make sure that is this opportunity you really understand and you have the opportunity part. Now, when you look at the event management opportunity, when you look at one of the things is even as a hybrid event, or when you get a lot of opportunity to travel across the globe, and you will be conducting events across the globe. So that's, if you are passionate about travel, you're willing to travel the world, you're willing to meet the people, this is one fantastic thing. Now, from our side, when you look at it as an ADM side, which I will be one of the major things we thought of expanding through a lot of expos and exhibitions across the globe. So you will also have an opportunity to do that one. Okay. Now, if you're really interested in a career in the event management part, you need to learn a few things. It's an important part. That's what the point. What are the things, additional skills and knowledge and experience you have to gain it? So first of all, please understand this is a really great event. It is a great industry and growing exponentially like last decade. Because of the COVID-19, now things got changed. Now, hybrid events and tech-related event, online event become more. So this is the combination we need to understand and go. So this business is really booming. So we need to really look into how we can get into this part. Now, can be a smaller event, maybe a wedding, maybe a birthday party or a corporate events, anything you can do online. When I spoke to you ADM point of view, now I'll speak to you later, ADM point of view, how we look into the event manager and what the contract you're getting. You get an assured contract from us, you will get a lot of platform from us, etc. Okay. Now, it can be an events when you list out, it can be charities, can be an event, sports event, can be political events, can be entertainment. Like so many different kinds of event you can actually plan and do in a smaller level or a large scale. So if you really want to do something, do interesting thing, do dynamic thing, and you're bored of your desk job, I would strongly recommend go and take an event management job. You meet people, you travel, and you plan. Always something happening in your life. You're really going to enjoy. I'm 100% sure on. Okay. Now take this opportunity as a fantastic career. And it's a real exciting choice, and especially on an online event, not only traditional online event management. Work on that and it's as a career part. Especially the new people who wanted to be part of something new. I strongly recommend this as a career itself. And of course, you need to develop your free creativity and professionally you handle everything, all the things. So that's the reason. Even we provide you the additional training. If you really look at this opportunity, apart from this 100 days, we'll also give you additional training for you to go from this particular people, those who are handling AR and VR, all other aspects they do know, the service providers know they are there to support. And there are a few fundamental things we should know that we are also ready to share with that. Now, as I mentioned, in the last 10 years, there are different kind of things. Growth was happening. Now there's a different growth. So you all can learn few things. So what are the things you should know before you start an online event management company, or you become an online event manager for any company, including GAFA or ADM, anything. So first of all, you need to know strategies and to get a client and to get a contract, winning the contract. That's a major thing, because people should engage you to do an event. Not one time, it's a long time, because many of the companies look for a long time, not one event, because they wanted to talk, every time the same job, to engage them, especially them, what are the objective, how that to be planned, all the things important. So that's the first part. You should know how to get a client. That's the first part. And you also should know budget and the contracts part, booking venues, etc. If you have a hybrid events or an offline event. And most of the time, any kinds of an event, there should be a kind of how the event is be organized to be explained to the team who's going to handle the event. And meeting different clients for various requirements is an important part. And you also have meeting a lot of service product providers, maybe photography, videography, catering, and a stage arrangement, techno AR arrangement, VR arrangement, maybe an online payment gateway arrangement, e-commerce arrangement, mobile application arrangement, and social media arrangement. So various kinds of arrangements are also important. Okay. Now, so step by step, to plan it, you need to have a proper checklist, and you also should know something called protocols. Most of the event come with the protocols and etiquettes. And the most important thing is, everything when you plan, there's something will always goes wrong. So how do you manage that crisis? And this portion is the thing which is all of should be careful and learning about. Okay. Now, you can also specialize in a sporting event if you wish to, or entertainment industry if you want planning to, or you want to do some kind of an NGO kind of events, you can plan that one, or maybe a wedding and birthday parties, etc. Maybe a product launch. That's what exactly ADM talking about, website launch. So we talk about is why we look for event managers. As you know, we are planning to have around 7,000 stores, and 7,000 is an independent website. And that is we actually tell the people to go do a create a buzz. This is one of the principles. In the create a buzz include a beta launch, soft launch, and mega launch. So you can see 7,000 into 3, 21,000 events. That's what we are talking about. That can be, we promote that's online, offline, and hybrid, both. That's the 3 events we recommend. Actually, because basically we recommend a hybrid events. This can be in a small 5 public gathering, even the COVID-19 won't affect it, but this will go globally. That's the way the business is going. Anyhow, the buzz creation we discuss more about when you discuss e-commerce. So that's an opportunity. Every website, every e-store, every affiliate store, we have a strategy as part of our mentoring and consulting. We say we have an event manager to support you for that. So that's a great opportunity. All of you should be looking to do this one. Now you may do the political community events as well. You can plan on that. But the most important thing what you have to learn, how do we work with clients? It's a people skill, and people have the different expectations. How do you work with that? That's the most important part. And you also think about how do you the introduction part of the event, and how do you plan and prepare the meeting part. And the most important thing is the impression of the first impression. I think those who went through the mentoring courses, we discussed about the customers that take a decision based on the observations. So the observation is basically most of the time come from an event. And most of the companies, especially the online companies, clients have never seen it. So the first time, the biological requirement, the seeing, touching, and feeling, that comes to the events. So events is kind of a touch point for the people. So the event super prepared way, organizing is important. And the first impression is to be created. This should be very creative. This should be very effective. And the event planner or event manager need to take a very, very important that one. And what you need to is their expectations, all the things to think about how we can do it. Now, time frames, follow up with the people and event proposals and contract and agreements. This is also part of an event manager and activity. Now, how do you plan an event? So when you look at this, event planning has many steps. First is actually the goal and objective you need to set with looking at the audience and the clients. So it may not be your event. Every event has an objective. Every webinar, every seminar, every hybrid event, every expo, everything has an objective. So understand that objective and achieve the goals and understand the audience. Now, date and time. So how do you plan and venues and online, offline, and the budgeting? When all the part is another important part which we should learn and do. And sometimes hybrid events and offline events will have food and beverage, transportation, speakers, all the things also part of it. Now you know that events is the most important thing is the protocols, greetings, and dress code, etc. Now the social media should be used for invitation and replies and greeting etiquettes and handshake protocol. Now it's become very, very important, right? The COVID-19 and all the things. Then there's something called table manners. It's also part of event management activities. and table seating arrangement, and that's one of the most important thing in an event. If you do that, one of the big mistake usually happen. If you do seating arrangement wrong way, you're gone, right? So we need to be very, very careful on it. And in the event, we also should know last minute preparation. That's one of the most important and challenging one. However you plan, whatever the best way you plan, still the last moment, so much of things is to do. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way, sometimes in a crisis way. Then during the event, again, to do then business cards, evaluating event, after the event, etc., this part. Okay. Now, what exactly when we say it's a event management? When we look at the event management, is basically as an event manager, you need to look after so many things, especially it's treated as a project, and how do you complete on that. And you also look at the strength and weakness of the every event or our event manager as well. And the most important is a crisis, because in event, if you don't manage the crisis, I mean, you're definitely expected to have something always goes wrong. And you also think about, you also plan to this career, because you start to become an online event manager, or starting your own online event management company in association with GAFA or any other company like as an ADM. You're planning to participate, and you wanted to grow as a career. Think about 3 years prospectively, 5 years prospectively, 10 years prospectively. How do you work on it? And that's actually part of our training we will be covering with you. Now, types of event you have to define. That then, like if it is a conferences and meetings, and sometimes it will be launch events. These are the major things we'll be doing: conferences, meetings, and launch events. And of course, the fashion shows and fundraising events, weddings, and there are many other events as well, right? Religious events, protocols, and exhibitions, sports event, political events, all the things come there. So you need to define which one you take on to take a niche, which I strongly recommend is actually looking into something on a digital entrepreneur's point of view: product launches, website launches, and expos and virtual expos, and maybe you may focus on conferences and seminars as well, and webinar. Of course, when you say seminar, it's part of the webinar. So this is one of the things you should be looking at. Now, once you do as an event, when you discuss, one of the most important thing is the event promotion. Whether it's even before the COVID-19, event promotion is majority of the fund, majority of the focus. People always spend on a promotion online, right? So there are so many business opportunities even that gives to us. But if as a part of an event manager or event management company, this is a golden opportunity for us to have. Now, every event will have some kind of online presence. Can be event page, can be a website, and a lot of promotions across the globe happening through event management company, because what you communicate is based on that is important part, right? And you also do a pre-event curation content, what to communicate to people. That's one of the important part. And sometimes the speakers, pictures, and bios will promote an event image. You need to promote on it, and even related videos we need to make and do. And pre-event email, you can do it as, and when you post event and during the weekend, how do you reach out to the people for a next week event, etc. So like so many things, but actually on an event management part, we need to take on. Now, part of the promotion, or even after the promotion, or maybe if especially you have a series of events, we need to think about our videos and social proof to happen on it, and reaching out to the people without irritating the people to in a very professional manner doing is important. And email marketing is a part of that one, and many social media activities. So as event manager takes that one. So now today, and even people expect that event manager look after this as well. Not that they're going to do social media, but they'll have some person to do social media. So when your proposals include social media activities as well, and link the social media bios, etc., and maybe Twitter usage and tweet and retweet, there is a method. You need to use the tools like a buffer to use the social media activities. Okay. Now, even Twitter, actually, there's a various level we can use for a thing. LinkedIn you can use, Facebook you can use. So all the social media we can generate a lead and interest. So once you create a lead and interest with the people, follow up them, and using a tools, good CRM and good platform methods used on Facebook and LinkedIn, use them and register them for getting to the event part. Now, all this things at a time should do So sometimes you go with the autoresponder email, and email marketing in the more effectively doing with the email signature, and automate this communication to the people to get the information the faster. Use the in LinkedIn like a profile, especially corporate events. Now, even a pre-event time, you go and do blog posting to confirm and inform the people you are available there, and also write, so guest post and blog. It's what, and sharing after the program, sharing your presentation with the people as a materials to them, and taking them to and communicating them on a regular basis. And you can also do an affiliate program for various events, right? There are a lot of affiliate programs, event related itself. So you can do affiliate program with that. Now you can also distribute a coupon and part of an affiliate program, and people make money that way indirectly. A lot of promotion of your business as well. And a local media outlet, you may have to interact with the media for a press conference and press coverages, maybe advertisement, maybe commerciality. We should do that one. And it's a industry, whichever the industry you are doing an event, you will be talking and communicating with them as well. For example, Chamber of Commerce or Management Association, etc. And most of the time, we get a lot of coverage through traditional media as well as online media, especially the press. So we need to take it seriously on it. So you should know how to deal with the press and media. You know how to involve in the videos and other interview part. And along with that, as you know, SEO is also important to use a right keyword to reach out to the event, someone search or event about it, so them to see the result. So there's a SEO is important part. And friendly, search engine also should talk about good about your event. So plan that way to rank in a SEO. Now during the event also, now hybrid event, definitely there's an online going. Then there is a event management activities even during the event happening, even live update happening through social media is one of the new trend. And you can be interacting with the social media and online media onto the virtual event as well as the physical event. There's a hybrid system is another model people do. And you can also have a various contestant drawing and a lot of sponsorship activities. And after the event, you also not tell them goodbye, to continuous follow up and support them, which was not possible earlier. Now people are again connected to the social media, etc. So you can do this in a very large scale for a post event as well. Okay. So maybe a presentation aspect is important, speaker's presentation, and the arrangement of that, what the communication is an important. And it's also to connect with the like-minded people through other medias like Twitter and LinkedIn. And post-event email, you can do survey, you can do on events part to improve, and you can do blogs with that. So all this aspect is also an online event manager takes care. So when you give a proposal, not like earlier, just I'll come and do this arrangement and do vendors. Even a social media very well planned. You may have a social media agent, but with them, what you are going to do, you should be client side. Okay. So help them client to understand. Most of the clients may not understand how to use it. So learn these aspects and offer them part of the service. And then post-event also, we should have a lot of social media activities related to that, because a lot of videos and a lot of photographs will be there. So we'll help them to utilize that as well. And sharing the photos. Many of the people ask, can I see the photos? Share with them, do online, do that. So this is a background which is spoke to you. I believe you like the idea of even online event management company, and you can choose any niche. I recommended this is the corporate events and seminars and workshops and product launches, because it gives you good money and it's a continuous will be there. And online event is a need of the other for them, and they have been spending a lot of money for a large scale events in 5-star hotels and flights. Now that budget from the companies is good to the smaller people like us if you start something. So based on this, I would recommend a business idea. So 16th business idea. Here you starting with that. Start your own online event management company with assured contract. So you are sure about getting events. You are sure about getting a revenue. Okay, that's an important point. Because why the many of the people are not starting? Because they're not sure I get a contract for or not. That's one of the challenge I also mentioned, that getting a contract is a challenge. But of course, I put that part of our training session. But before even you start, you can get a contract for your event management activities. As I mentioned, with the objective you meet, you need to have a big picture to show to the people. So here, either you act as online event manager with an assured contract, or you can also have your own online event management company. So if you decide to associate with us, we start doing a webinar training, Skype and Zoom and training, online event training, augmented reality, virtual reality, and teleportation, whichever we discussed earlier. So moment you wanted to go with an ADM, so because anyway we are planning to do that. So what are the roles and responsibilities as we discussed about it? Like a budgeting and meeting clients and getting a contract, negotiation on that, and providing details and plan the different event in a different way and organize it. Same thing as we discussed, same thing, do it. Okay. Now, all this event part, when we say, understanding that market and reaching out to the people. Now, when we look at the event management opportunities, even with us, when you look at, we are looking for a people to our expansion of 100 countries. Now, the purposes of the webinars, which we did 100 countries, through the person with the people attending, the mentees attending across the globe this 100 days, they are the first partners or representation in the various part of the countries and the city. And how do we take that business to grow from there? We are looking for the event managers to coordinate organizing events, and whatever we do, and they can also do. So that's a way we are structuring that one. Okay. Now it's a really, really great opportunity for those who are taking event management. And we are also expanding method, as mentioned, through reaching out through Expo. Now we come back to your point of view. This is what exactly we as a company look into. Now, if you're looking for a good job, it's kind of a job. You can get an assured contract and you do an event, so you get paid. So kind of a job, in the quote and income, though you're not coming to the payroll, but it's a part of your job. And you get a good remuneration, and you'll have a lot of comfort and convenience over most of the things you can work on your own part. And you will be also get a lot of facility to work on it and recognition and social status. When you say, I do online event management activities. And of course, you have a lot of career growth as well. And as I mentioned, traveling opportunities is one of the best things you get it. And another best thing, I think, with us, another best thing is that I'll come to that one. So meeting with people is an opportunity if you like it. So basically, you're becoming an online event manager, or you forming your own event management company. Now, what exactly my roles? So when you look at it, as planning is a role, important part, and also managing the budget is another role, and communication part important, and gathering information before companies or a client start investing money, and negotiation of any event is the most important part. And the reports, the progress, updating to the people who wanted to run the event, and informing them what is going well, what is not going well, etc., is important part. And of course, other organizing aspects. Now, what exactly? You need to learn all this thing. You need to have a compliance. What kind of event is allowed depends upon city, where you have to take a permission, whether the permission record or not, tax part, logistical part, visa, passport pass, if it is residential part, allocation of the rooms, etc. It's an important part. Now, you also look at this, the people who are willing to participate in the pre and post event evaluation is a very, very important part. So here is a point. Here the idea is, I think, I recommend you to become an event manager with ADM and organize webinars. So that we are going to have multiple webinars in this year onwards. So after 100 series, that every day we have 2-3 events nowadays. So we are looking for at the moment, we in-house handling, and just not to grow. That's not the thing which we are looking for. Lot many people take up this opportunity. That is, we have a affiliate website, and we also have a now online shopping mall website. Every website is going through on a beta, soft launch, and mega launch. And we are planning to do it collectively and digitally across the globe. So as I mentioned, a sample calculation to you. As you know that we already published around 7,000 niche store we are going to start, and this month and next month we're going to do 700 stores. So you think about the kinds of number of beta launch and soft launch and the mega launch we do. Those who don't know what are the three difference, please attend our e-commerce seminars. And again, the next week we are going to do a few things on our e-commerce. That time again, I cover what is called creating a buzz. Why it is important for every company to do that, and everyone do, and especially we encourage, and in fact we also subsidize and support the people to do that from outside. Now, this opportunity is an amazing thing for you. Now, apart from the training hours of 50 to 75 hours, additional to the 100 hours of training you are attending, what are the best thing we can offer to you? So please listen to this, guys. Yesterday, I give you 30 minutes of DG mentoring program. Today, I'm going to talk to you what are the best opportunity you're going to get if you associate as event manager with us. Now, first of all, all of you know, even 100 days of program, we came out as a preparation of one of our project launch of something called Online Shopping Mall. Those who are not familiar with this Online Shopping Mall, please attend on 19th of this month. We have an event is coming on, something called Online Shopping with a lot of new announcements. I know some of you are already owning Online Shopping Mall, you already taken a 20 stores and you're ready to launch. But there are so many advanced informations and the offers, etc., is going to be on the 19th. So you'll have an entire idea. But actually, the idea is, in brief, those who are not familiar with the Online Shopping Mall, is basically our own e-commerce store within 700 websites. We will be launching across the globe a unique business model. So businesses from Qatar, not for Qatar. It's a global store. If you want to know more about, go to onlineshoppingmall.qa. You can see entire features. And on 19th, I'll be explaining in detail as well for that. Now, this is truly a world-class event, which is going to be, that's the way we place the brand across the globe. We are not going to be just an e-commerce company trying to do something. We have 1.5 million products. We serve more than 165 countries. And we wanted to show that's a brand and want to keep that level. When we look at it as now, so I mentioned it is, within 5 years, we wanted this company to become a publicly owned company. So with that vision, we are making all the steps on it. Okay. Now, it's a project launch. That's when he said the project is getting launched. In that, with a digital mastery, that's what exactly all of 100 days we started with that. And the objective we're keeping it as to the shopping mall project to become a reality and people own it is. And we are theme of the program, which we discussed earlier. So we make it, everything's ready. So that's a theme. So the event, when it comes, not just an event, every website, every project is ready. That's what we are communicating on it. So if you become an event manager with us, this grant event, I'll explain to you in another 20-30 minutes. So you think about what are the benefits you get when you involve. I'm looking for around 100 to 300 people directly on a full-time basis to associate and participate and work hard for 3 to 6 months' time to become successful. That kind of a requirement is there when you look at, and you get that experience, and your professional development happens, and so much of financial benefits. There's so much other related things also you can be part of your event management activity. So this conceptual stage itself will involve, and I think some of you already attended one of the conceptual meeting which we did it just before COVID-19. So I think the last activity we discussed about is this conceptualizing the entire program. Now 50 to 100 countries, and we are looking for 50 different country people participating in that. And we really make a brand, how we are different from other companies. We'll try to show. So in this, because as you know, our online shopping mall is a unique concept and completely different, especially in an entrepreneur's point of view, is an amazing opportunity. Now, of course, we are also looking for sales to happen and immediate sales to happen through that one. And we also show to the people it works. Really we keep, the people show that everything is ready. And that's the theme. So we show to the people that the business which you're talking about, it works and you're making money. So that's what exactly the purpose of the event we kept it. And now we'll also do so many other campaign as well. And we also show that in an online shopping mall, there's 2 stores everyone get, one website, independent website, one store. So we make it both running and both will have a promotional program, and definitely his own or her own website with his own brand, or the client's own brand, they can have their own independent event as well. Okay. Now, a lot many individual stores can be run, and we show to the people when we say everything's ready, we show to the people it's working on it. And even every individual niche store owner also get a branding. So this event manager makes sure that is whatever we conceptualize, this is implemented and expand to the different countries in a different event. Now, how this event is organized. So when we look at it, is what are the things? It's a kind of a large event. It's also a technology event, and it's a training program. So 3 elements here. That's exactly, you said tech event is a hybrid event. We have an officially happening, this is physically happening in Qatar, in Doha, this event. At the same time, across the globe, people will also join. And the technology which we discussed earlier today, that is also will be used. So you will be part of that event and you learn about how to use it. It's not a theory. When you say 50 hours, you might learn so many things, including registration counter. There's a practical training on how do you complete a registration of a customer in less than 30 seconds time. And all the things is the part of. But the most important and the best benefit every event manager is going to get is you will be part of this event organizing. And along with your making money, you'll be learning this one. So you know how AR work, how no VR work, how the teleport work, and you know how the e-commerce product launch and website launches, etc., happening as well. Okay. Now it's also a powerful training program from various trainers and successful entrepreneurs and coaches and gurus and experts, even from the partner companies, from our supply chain companies or product sourcing companies, branding companies, and cloud server companies, social media companies. All these companies representation also we are looking for people to either online or offline they join. That's a good thing. Now earlier we were thinking about if we invite, can he come to Qatar? Now we wanted anyone to join. This is more easy, right? So that's a good thing about with this. Again, this is, as I mentioned, it's a conception stage itself. It's a large event, a technology event, a powerful event. Now, if you're an event manager, imagine this, you're participating in this event. So I'll show you the entire concept which we came out. I think some of you attended a Blueprint Cascade, the training, which is when we conceptualized this program in the last February and March. And you attended this program. And I'm going to share with you that conceptual part you go through as a part of your event. If you're a mentee, if you're recently started a business or you wanted to start a business, use this opportunity to launch your project. Whether it is an online shopping mall, whether it's your affiliate business, your YouTube, everything you can use like to leverage it as. And either you can physically if the borders are open, the traveling is open, I will invite everyone to be part of this event. Even if it is not possible, join with a hybrid. Make sure that you have a VR facility at home by the time. You have a phone that's a VR capable and AR capable. So we will try to do so you can actually physically, you are not here, but you can feel it as a physical. That's the event we are talking about. And we are also looking for that's a branding, so a lot of offline media coverage, online media coverage, and many launching functions, not one launching function. The people there is around 100 out of 700 stores, 7,000. We are starting with the 10% store, as you know. In that 100 plus stores, we are looking forward to launch a separate event in that day. Now, of course, the digital marketing activities and 20 different sessions from 30 experts will be speaking on online events. So as an event manager, you will have a responsibility each slot who will handle. Maybe someone from Google, someone from Facebook, someone from maybe an online world, someone from in a promotional world, a branding world, technology world. So if we have a 20 to 30, different session and expert talking about. Of course, the panel discussion is there. And even the promotion of this event, city specific, we are going to do in a different part of the world. And as you know that some of the cities, and tomorrow I'm talking to so many city regional coordinators across the globe. And so people will be coordinating. This event promotion happens in that particular country in a physical layer to connect this one program. So these are the cities actually we are doing it is now. We are doing it. Okay, I mean this promotional events is happening. Now, what exactly we demonstrate through our event, that's exactly the opportunity for event managers getting. It's a global standard event. That's what we're planning to do. And thousands of astronomy websites will be launched and shown to the world, and 100 plus physically launch in the event itself. Okay, with a launching script. It's something which I'm talking about. The script I added the event management point of view. So each person is going to the stage. Everybody is responsible. And so, this is very, very important to you cannot take a casual. Whenever we take a casual, things goes wrong. Many times I experience that. That's the reason, very professional preparation, very, very important to have it on. Okay. Now, we need to market with a huge audience. And of course, the media exposure is very important. Every niche owner, we are planning to give this exposure to the people. This part will discuss the promotional part of online shopping mall. And of course, every need person to go through a media interview and we show to the people the different kinds of website and niche which we have and the launch of that one. Okay. Now, this is actually a kind of entering to $1 billion industry to the people. And everybody is a dream business or maybe very passionately, they'll be starting that one and establish their own brand. And even some of you maybe start a business, and this is an investment, which I have been talking to you, all of you. So when we have an event, we also have an investors event. See, this 100 days, we are looking for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs get launched that day, but that event is basically for a event, and especially we have separate sessions for investors. So if you're planning to raise a capital, either a seed fund or a growth fund, as we discussed in the how to raise a capital for your business, with the traction, actually you can go to investors to do it, and you get an interaction facility to that. And as you know, some of you know that's important as an entrepreneur, you to project who is on this e-commerce business, who on this mobile application, who on this, who will look in the social media and other things, about it. So it's important to have a professionally photo shoot with the people. All the things is a part of it. Okay. Now, what is this event is all about? It's all about a project launching, right? Thousands of websites we love, and we are doing 100+ website, and the people making a new store sales. And the consultant, event managers, and trainers, they are the people who handle this one. And all of them make money with this event. So this is not, of course, outside vendors are there, but the in-house, the people who are mentors and trainers and consultants, the event managers, really part of this and start making money. And we also should listen to success stories, and of course, the panel discussion is a part of. And we need a reputed guest, will be coming and participating and doing a training program. And expert across the globe will be talking to us through that event, offline or online. And definitely, we utilize it in a showcase and advanced technology aspect, and meet various investors. And when we say this, so actually, I think some of you might have know that it's when our digital mastery, even we kind of with this 100 days we are doing as a sample for a next 100 days in 2021 to have a global exposure. Same way, all the things we are try to understand how it works on, etc. Now, of course, then investors meet, graduation ceremony. So many other people who are going through the classes like a consultant training, event management training, trainer training workshop, DigiMentors workshop. All the people are going to get a graduation ceremony, certification, and will be in this event which you are doing. And award ceremony, there are many people will be recognized on that one. And so October to December is the period actually we are having this event. Immediately after the 100 days, we have a championship, and depends upon the number of restrictions, all the things, we'll plan that one. And as you know, this event, which is we already planned to do in our own hotel, our company, those who are not familiar, in Doha, Crown Plaza and Holiday Inn is owned by our own company. So we will be doing that. And in that, various halls, there is a main hall, there is an investors hall, there is a presentation hall, there is a delegation hall, so there are different meetings, etc., etc. We already blocked it. Even today, I've been in the meeting, the director asked me, would you like to change? I not change the date. I said, the new updation is coming on 15th of September. That day we'll confirm everything. And the restriction is how much it is, we should know. Okay. Anyway, by the time. So who will organize this program? Of course, the people involved, the mentors and event managers do this one. Who will attend the program? So we're looking for every niche store owner, whether online or offline, they do. And the investors who wanted to invest or who invested, by the time I believe 19th onwards, you can see the people invest in our online, because we are going to do a very good announcement for investors, something called assured rental. It's a surprise fact. All of you should come back on 19th, the people who can invest and get an assured rental for their store. So definitely investors definitely we believe they will be attending on it. Of course, we'll also make it, as you know, our vision about this. So Qatar, the government representatives from the government side, we need to show that, that's what example, because many of the people we are reaching out to the globally, so it's an important part. And Shepreneur, that we have something called a She-commerce, which we'll discuss a bit later on it. Now, corporate executives, obviously, we'll have a participation on this one, and partnership and tie-up companies, successful She-commerce people, franchisees, potential delegates. So channel partners and technology companies, financial technology companies, and of course, various consultant, event manager, trainers, council members, staff members, and founders will be part of this event. So to whom we are targeting when you look at this event? So why do you know? And of course, our branding objective is the major event. So showing to the world what we are and what we are going to do and what we believe in. That is our vision. Okay. So this is actually, we are targeting a niche store owner to get a global exposure and creating a buzz. Each person, when you start, the beauty of this program is, if you have one website, everything you do redundantly, right? But here we can do collectively. You know about that I told you about the company. We talk about digitally, collectively. So you wanted to get into this kind of environment, launch your niche store, also damn expensive. But we are doing for 100 people, So that's the reason this is, it's a very damn cheap people can do. So that exactly an opportunity for event managers to do and leverage this opportunity. Now the people are interested in online business also be part of this one. Existing business owners will be part of this event, and e-commerce people definitely can be. And at the same day, the event during the day, the 2020 edition of our magazine, which we already discussing about a championship program where we say we will feature you. So that magazine actually will be releasing on it. And it will be niche owners also will be dedicated to this one. Okay, this is the 2020 edition. We'll be publishing on it. So online presence, social media presence, digital presence, website, products, product delivery, profit, these are the things and we'll show the success stories. Okay. So this is what exactly I'm saying to the online event manager. If you are an event manager, this should be a starting point. You learn and you part and parcel, and that's a great opportunity. So I'm quite interested, and I'm insisting all most of you to be part of this. When I see visualize such a fantastic opportunity, why don't you learn from that? By doing it, you understand the technology, organizing methods, and interacting with the people, and you also earn. So that's an amazing opportunity. So if you feel it is, you wanted to grow an online business and you like event management kind of a thing, and you wanted to have a kind of an additional income to come, this is a good thing. And this is a time, this opportunity never get. Because next event, not necessarily this grand level we do, because when the launching event is that way, and this is doing it right. So it's a kind of a grand opening ceremony. So I would like to every event management people who are interested to be part of this one. And I know that you'll have many questions on this. I'll take the question after this program. Okay. Now here is when you look at it as a digital mastery and online shopping mall activities is the part we do, and what exactly people get to take away from this. So niche store owners will owners will get a launching session in that one, and definitely a lot of branding aspects, and video and social media promotion, photo shoot activities, and known as a speaker, and speakers opportunity to media interviews, and an investment to the company if you want to interact with the eminent delegates, panel discussions, and tech integration, and partnership and sponsorship on it. And there are different partnership opportunities there, which we'll discuss with later, because I'm talking in event point of view now. I'm meeting good investors. Now, as an investor, as an event manager, what you are looking for, all these places now, each person who's launching, there is actually one event manager requirement is there. So you can actually take a credit, and you can have an experience, and you can make money, with one person itself out of the 100 people. When I'm looking at it, there's a huge opportunity, approximately 100 people to be part of the event management activities, event managers act, to become an event manager. Now we have something on a passport concept, which we discuss not now today. We're not discussing about event management opportunity. There's something called passport. We'll discuss later about how the passport means. So it's basically as a kind of a grand, big event, which you can be part of. So that's exactly the opportunity along with our online shopping mall you get once you become an event management activity. Okay. Now, as you know, that is now like internet business consultant, you can also be part of this team as only doing an event management activity, and you can truly grow with this opportunity. Of course, the same thing what we're doing in this one country, we will be replicating a different part of the world as well. So once you learn how to do in a smaller version, and one event manager can actually replicate and duplicate. So that's what we are looking for. So if you feel it is, you want to be part of this, contact Ms. Eva to know the details, and you can be part of the event management, or even you want to any level of communications or interaction you want, please get in touch with the events. Okay. Now we'll come back to the event manager part. So that is the biggest thing which you asked me the takeaway. This I may not be able to do. Next presentation. Why? Because this arrangement, 75th day, we'll be start talking about after 100 days in the championship over, the championship completion we are looking for. This event is happening. So is how close it is now. So More than this, actually, of course, your initial part I spoke about the content of your training. That all of theory you're sitting and learning, what is practical is actually this event. So whatever we learn in that 50 to 60 hours as event management, the online event management, like AR, VR, technology aspect, and the organizing aspect and social media promotional aspect, there is a 50 different way of promotion of the event. Everything practically you learn from this opportunity. So that's the biggest takeaway. Every event manager get this one. So I recommend all of you to become an event manager if you release something like this one. And something called online webinar manager, as I mentioned, webinar training. So you do Skype, Zoom, FaceTime training we'll provide you. We're also training online event, augmented reality, virtual reality, teleportation, and these roles which you played earlier. So same thing, you play with us. This you can download and read because I already explained that because I'm not going faster. Basically, you propose very creatively, so various things happening now. And of course, the management act, you're showing this one. Okay. Same thing, which is, as I told you in the beginning, as an idea, you can do with the company now, the same thing you can implement through the event part. And you get the same opportunity as we discussed, is to be part of whichever the event is across the globe, we will be representing in that. That's our expansion strategy. So in all the places, that we don't go, so event managers go and represent our company. So in a way, different part of the world, you'll be able to travel with the company, opportunities as well. Now, what are benefits? So this is what you do, right? That's why I call you choice now. What are your benefit is getting? Now, one is actually, you get around eight webinars in a month you do. That's a style we are doing at the moment. But we have a more customized one to come to you. So this month we'll have a lot of new things coming in. So beta launch, soft launch, and mega launch of a different website you do. And you get a retainership fee for that. Basically, when you have a client or a website owner or affiliate website owner, or you have a niche website owner who say that, no, I want to do my beta launch and go to soft launch and mega launch, we assign an event manager to them. That's one of the services we offering to our niche owner or owners. So now beta launch, as you know, there is a beta test done, and so that's the time it comes to the market. And there is a process for every e-commerce companies go through and handled by an event manager. Then after that is a soft launch, which is a physical event we recommend. And you go to a next level. Then there is a third stage of mega launch. All the things will be handled by the the event manager. Okay. So this event manager basically handle those three things, and depends upon that you get paid for it. That's approximately $1,500 you get every month for a promotion of for events and for beta and soft launches happening. Now, what is the special offer before I go and take the Q&A now? Now, one of the issues what all of you are going to say, the initial now the COVID-19 is going on, you have a lot of training. You're going to see the 50 to 70 hours you have to spend, and you are going to spend a lot of time to conceptualizing an arrangement of the new event which we are coming out. I think, as you know, the size of the event we are planning, and even I'm looking for 100 to 300 people even participating in organizing aspect. It's not a small event, so much of facilities, so many things. Every niche owner to get a one event manager support. That's what exactly we envision on it. I think that summertime, as a learning purpose, we had done 40 events together, 40 events, 40 companies, 2 days we had launched earlier. So this is 100 days things which we are planning to do, inshallah. So this is a time everybody will have a concern. So in the first 12 months, we'll give you something called ADM, scholarship for $1,000. So everyone will be protected to have it, even though you don't have a launch. You work on 8 hours, which included training. Because your time you spend on a training, you are not working hours, right? So here you, including the training, you spend 8 hours a day. So you are guaranteed of getting $1,000 as a scholarship. And of course, 1,500 you get it. You don't want this one. And some month you make it more, and we'll adjust this account that way. So that means in a way, you're guaranteed of getting $1,000 the moment you can become event manager this month itself. Okay, so this is an amazing opportunity. This, one step ahead we are doing because we have events coming in. And this is an amazing opportunity. All of you can take this one. Contact Mr. Tahir, and today itself, now itself, contact his number, WhatsApp him, and reach out his email. He will be there to help you, and we have onboarding on Monday. So today, tomorrow, day after, you take over your decision and take this facility to become a event manager aspect. Okay, thank you so much. I shared with you maximum information about the event manager. Now we have a couple of minutes, approximately 20 minutes we can reserve for a Q&A. Yesterday, I could not take a questions. I promised yesterday. Today, I'll do. So today, you can also ask about a Digimentor opportunity and event manager opportunity. So please ask the questions now. I'll take the questions live. And some of you asked that question. Some of you sent yesterday the questions. I'll also answer that one. Okay. So thank you so much once again. And please type your questions. And I'll one by one, I'll take it on. Okay. Yeah. So now anything to, any questions already there? Assured rental from OSM is what I'm looking for. Yes, that will be an exciting news on the 19th. Please do not miss it. And make sure that is you and your investors or you and who are looking for an opportunity on it. That's going to be revolutionize actually our entire webinar series. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 14th of September is the onboarding session we'll be doing. Okay. Now, okay, if you any questions, please type it. Meanwhile, I'll take the questions which we already received yesterday. Okay, Digimentor and the scholarship, which I once again explained to me. Scholarship part actually, what exactly is scholarship? A scholarship, the name which I use because all of you are going to study, right? That's one of the major issues. Without training, we cannot forward. So anyway, this 100 days, you're going to spend a lot of time. The challenge, most of the people, especially those who are taking a part-time, they're not finding a time because we have a evening around approximately 2 hours, including mastermind people are spending. Then there is a morning, there is a mentors session. So around 3 hours is going only the training. So when you look at it, to get out this, $3,000, $2,500, or $2,000 or $1,500, there's 8 hours of work to be reported. So 8 hours is not work, it's not possible. So people are not making that money. So that means I'm not getting paid. That's one feeling. And so I want people to become a full time. Honestly, that's you leave other job, come here. Next 12 months, I give you this guaranteed of 1,250. Once I give you 1,500. So that's a purpose. Actually, I did it. Even different part of the world. So you when you look at it's $1,000, $500 is doing with a scholarship, which is a great opportunity. So please take that opportunity now. Now it is there, which is closing on the 14th of September is onboarding time. We close it because you know that why we are doing extra mile is now we want things to work on. This is called what do you call the scholarship part. So where you even you don't have a real attendance of the work you are doing, but you have an attendance of training. So you spend time for studies. Still, you get paid for this one. That is exactly I meant on it. I believe, I think it's any more clarity required, please ask me. I think today more you can actually discuss with the mentors because mentors we already explained today. So we had a very detailed discussion about the mentors with them. You can also do that. Okay. Now next question is, I'm not in Qatar. Can I become a Digimentor? Answer: yes. We have so many event managers, IBCs, and they are not in Qatar. More than half of the people not in Qatar now. They're working. So initially, we started. What do you call for that? How do you say? In Qatar based, that's the reason. But nowadays, even today, the person who reached, he wanted to become a consultant. He's from Zambia. I never knew that the person is happening. So you can do this any part of the world. Not necessary you have to be in Qatar. Not reporting here. Nothing. Everything online. Now, as an event manager, when I said a hybrid event, you wanted to have a hybrid event. So then, which is we discussed, it is you wanted to come in. Of course, you're welcome, but not necessary. You can do completely online. 100% you only can do that. Okay. Yeah, this is 2. And one more question, which is, do you provide a training? Yes, answer is yes. We insist you to attend a training 20 hours, 30 hours, 50 hours. Important for you to follow and understand on that one. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, all of you. And if you don't have further question, actually, we can end now. Another couple of minutes from now, we can actually start a mastermind for a next level. Okay. So thank you so much. I believe you got an idea about what the event management is in general and what you can do with us. And also hope you got an idea about what the event we are coming up. So that's an exciting. I'm excited about really that one to happen. And you asked me, today another important, part for me on a daily basis to visualizing and understanding that program and how best we can do, and that will be a good milestone for us to start. Okay, so thank you once again. I look forward to meet you in Mastermind a few minutes from now. And I'll see you with a very good topic tomorrow. This is basically starting off your business, those who have an affiliate business. I know some of you already got a website. Some of you are ready with us. Now, what the first step? So before we go to the promotions, you have a website and should be. So that's a very good, important point. So tomorrow, I recommend you to join at the 2 devices. One you can attend and you can live, you can actually check it because I'll be using that one. You can see it is how to work on that one. Okay, so it will be good if you join in the one device, another device, you open your site if you have a website, and it'll be that. Okay, so thank you everyone once again. So I'll see you a few minutes from now in the mastermind, and tomorrow I'll be back with a large session on this, starting of your business. Whatever we discussed conceptually, now we have many people already started a website, and them to implementation part. So the people who take an action, they have a website now. Think about 50 days ago, they never thought about owning a website. Now they have a website, okay? And they start doing a kind of a business. So that's what is the progress we made. And tomorrow we'll be making, the site is, next level before. Now it's a kind of a booting we'll be doing tomorrow. Then we will, go for a promotion next week onwards, inshallah. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll join you in a few minutes in the mastermind. And we'll have a few more discussion about what we discussed event management in detail there, inshallah. Thank you.